Massachusetts-Lowell is a fast-paced, bustling institution in the heart of the Merrimack Valley. Here, technology and modernity reign in the lives of its students. Laptops and iPods are as much a part of the latest fashion as windswept hair and Louis Vuitton handbags. Cars line up like military ranks in the vast commuter parking lots, but in the heart of this campus stands a vision of the past, surrounded by office buildings and dormitories. Little is known among students about the Allen House, which sits on a hill overlooking the mighty Merrimack.
Yeah, I heard it was haunted, but there's like stray cats in there or something.
Yeah, I heard, I don't know, a couple of years ago that some assistant dean killed himself in there, something like that. Supposedly it's haunted.
It is not surprising that these are some of the most common responses as to what the Allen House is or was. There's little information about the Allen House, but its history can be traced back to 1854 when Abriel Rolfe built the house for his family, dubbing it the Terraces. Rollin White bought the house in 1864, living in it for about 15 years before selling it to Charles H. Allen in 1890, and the Allen name remained with the house until today. The house changed hands again in 1944 to the Grey Nuns of Ottawa, an order of nuns founded in 1846 by Sister Elizabeth Bruyere of Montreal to help the sick and destitute. The Commonwealth of Massachusetts purchased the Allen House in 1959 for $100,000, as the growing city of Lowell and eventually Umass Lowell grew up around it. Up until the middle of the 1970s, it was used as a dormitory, administrative building, and for school functions. According to the project manager for the Allen House's development, Hector Valdez, it has not been used since then due to disrepair. However, the house will undergo costly renovations this year to make it usable while still retaining its historic structure.
Well, in the last 5 to 10 years, the university made a concerted effort to keep the shell of the building in good order. They put a new roof on it, they've reglazed the windows, and kept the inside, although the inside is in really rough shape, the exterior has been upkept. The only minor item we're going to have to fix is repointing of the brick exterior, but other than that, the exterior was kept up on purpose because we planned on renovating the building. So structurally it's in good shape. Currently the renovations are basically a almost total regut of the inside of the building. We will bring back about 2/3 of the first floor back to its historic type of renovation. The other third will be refinished from what used to be possibly, I think it was used as servant quarters and then bedrooms at one time. That will be renovated to restrooms. But 2/3 of the first floor will have refinished floors as originally built. It will have, the gallery area will have refinished exactly how it was originally designed. We have a large donation that came in from the Spinola family, and they have donated money to have the art gallery named after them. The second floor will be a regut. Everything will be pulled out, walls torn down, re-insulated, new walls, ceilings. In one portion will have a cathedral ceiling in place of the existing ceiling, so it'll make the room appear larger. The current plan through the Vice Chancellor and the Chancellor's office is for the Dean of Arts and Sciences, currently Dean Charlie Carroll, will be in an office in here along with his administrative staff. The cost estimate for renovations of this building run about 1.5, 1.6 million. Okay. It's 9,000 square feet. And some of the costs that make it, some of the reasons that make it expensive is because we're not tearing the building down and starting new. But we're working with delicate finishes of a historic nature which tend to cost more. But because the building has a historic value and it's special on campus, it's a unique building, we are making the effort to make this building, bring it back up to its glory of the past.
Construction to restore this historical building will begin this year, and the building will be handicap accessible. But no matter who you ask, the main goal in this project is to preserve a semblance of the past and the history of the UMass Lowell campus.
In looking at the master plan, we found many positive benefits for the city's future, but we're left wondering what some of the negative aspects might be for its long-standing residents.
Downtown master plan now can actually be divided into, in my opinion, 3 parts. In the Jackson-Appleton Street area, we're looking at, it was actually approved by the state. It's known as an urban revitalization district, and it calls for new housing, calls for new commercial retail space. The other dealing with all of the residential development that is now happening in the downtown. And then the third is the Hamilton Canal District. All 3 are vitally important to the city. The manufacturing base continues to shrink. The percent of economic activity that's going on in manufacturing, which used to pay a wage on average a good bit higher than service work, has been shrinking. The future of Lowell is going to, like other places, is going to more depend on office type work. Some technology kind of work. The university is involved now in a couple of areas, biotechnology, nanotechnology, that may have some impacts. Neither one of those areas generates lots of jobs. I see, like most of the country, more polarization. That is to say, people who will have more income and more education, more professional training will continue to do better, as they have for the last 15, 20 years, and the people with less education and less job experience and so on are going to continue to do worse.
If steps aren't taken to try to figure out the good question that you're raising, you're going to end up sort of with 2 Lowells. You're going to end up with a gentrified area in the downtown where they've made the arts and entertainment district, and where a lot of the mill space has been given over to condominium development. It creates this difficult situation, which is compounded by the fact that in the master plan and in this strategy, there's not enough attention being paid to trying to figure out how you're going to find decent jobs for people, so that the people who have lived in Lowell all their lives actually can find work that's going to allow them to even remotely afford what's happening as property taxes go up and as rental values go up.
After discussing the prospects of the plan with a city council member and 2 experts of economic development, we found that the master plan may indeed have some negative effects. Our research showed that Lowell's future may not contain new employment opportunities for its current residents, but may instead become a residential area for more affluent people.